All right. Okay. I see what y'all working with, man. What's going on, boys? Your boy Big Low Kuntry. What in the world, ball? Starting off 1-2. Falcons are 1-2. You know, we got that W today. And, you know, first of all, I'm going to start this show off by saying, you know, this was an ugly win. And whenever I say that this is an ugly win, this win got hit by an ugly stick, fell out of an ugly tree, got hit by an ugly dog. Got hit by an ugly truck and got bit by an ugly dog, bro. It was a tough one. It was tough, but we pulled it out. I want to thank everybody, first of all, for coming on, chilling out with Old Country Boy and the coaching staff tonight. My name is Big Low Kuntry, former football coach. And, you know, just Old Country Boy that loves to sit around and talk about sports, man. First of all, let me shout everybody out that's coming on to chill out with us tonight. Homeboy Bubba Gump says, what in the world, Bo? 1-2. You already know, Granddaughter said, hey, man, they didn't let you into the Smitty live stream. I asked, I was tied up, bro. I didn't get a chance to chill out with my homeboy Smitty, man, but I'm pretty sure, you know, we'll probably link up sometime or another. Joseph Thornton says, what up, Bo? Got that dub. Yes, sir. Tabitha Barkley said that W was ugly. It was ugly like an old Bubba Sparks song. ISO Joe says, what in the world, Bo? We won a freaking game finally. Yes. Yes. What's going on, 8th degree? What's going on? Julian Rodriguez, hope you're doing good, man. Hope you're doing good. And the Bucks lost. That's always a great thing in my book. Santez Lowe says, what up, Big Low? Got that win. Don't care how ugly. I'm the same way. I'm the same way in today's game, in this game on September 26, 2021. I don't care how we got this W. But I do want to let you know that moving forward, I'm worried about how we get these W's. And the reason I say that is because you're not going to have the same luxuries that you had in this game. I'm just going to be completely honest with you guys. We're lucky. The Atlanta Falcons were very fortunate to get this win. The Giants made a lot of big mistakes at crucial times whenever they were in scoring position that put them out of scoring position. There were some missed throws. There were some fumble snaps and, you know, a sack. We could take credit for the sack, putting them out of field goal range, but we were very fortunate in this particular game, to be completely honest with you. Hope everybody's doing good tonight. Wait a minute. Hold on. We got our first $5 from Cartier. Much love to you both. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. He says, I'm glad I didn't have to drink that 211. I'm glad you didn't have to drink it neither, boy. Hey, man, thank you so much. That's that. That's a Superman chat. Oh, man. Look, man, it's a little bit easier to go to work on Sunday whenever you get that W. Coach Jack said, what up, Coach Lowe? Ugly win, but my creek water made it look better. Hey, Bo, I ain't finna lie to you. Been walking around with this thing all day. Oh, man. Granddaughter said, Big Low, can you give us 10 more minutes? Dolphins and Raiders and OT. Oh, yeah, I'm keeping up with it right now. As a matter of fact, I definitely need the Raiders to, I need the Dolphins to get a score for me. The reason I need it is because I am in my fantasy league and I need them to score some points to bring their defense down. My homeboy, he actually got an edge on me with that last second touchdown by Tom Brady. So yeah, I'm definitely needing some help because I got Miles Sanders tomorrow. Definitely. Hope everybody's doing good tonight. Cartier said moonshine break. I don't mind if I do. Before we even get started, I want to give the disclaimer. What's in my cup is in my cup. It might be water, it might be moonshine, but if you see me smiling, that just means I'm happy to see you. Make sure that you hit that like button if you're glad that the Falcons got a win today. Make sure that you hit that like button. I promise you, if you hit that like button and this is your first time chilling out with us and you hit that subscribe button, promise you that I'll dance at your wedding one day. Definitely. So let's go ahead and break this thing down, Bo. Very interesting game. I'm going to be completely honest with you. The first half, I was done with Arthur Smith. I'm just being completely honest with y'all. The first half, I was like, okay, Arthur Smith is not who everyone told me he was. Like, Arthur Smith is not that guy. That's what I legitimately said. It's like the play calling looked extra vanilla. We weren't pushing the ball down the field. I didn't see Kyle Pitts until the fourth quarter. I was very frustrated with this offense. I was very frustrated with the play caller. The bright spot in the offense, once again, was Carburetor Patterson. Once again. It's like, because the reason why he's the bright spot, guys, is because he's one of those guys who can catch balls, catch short passes, and then moving forward, he can go ahead and do something with it and make plays happen. So in this game right here, Patterson, he had 6 catches for 82 yards. The big play was on that screen pass that he caught in the fourth quarter on that game-winning drive. But look, he was just making plays. He was just making plays. James Williams said the play calling has got to start before the last few drives. Yeah. The play calling definitely has to start before the last few drives. I definitely agree with you on that. We can't. We moving forward. We can't keep having these slow starts to these games. You have your chance of winning games is so much higher. It is so much higher whenever you score on the first drive. If you score on the first drive, that puts you in the game, bro. We got to do better. Hold on, wait a minute. We got another $5 super chat from my homeboy Cartier. He says, defense was great. 5-yard dunk plays can really please go north. Hey, boy, I don't know what to tell you about Calvin Ridley. I don't know if anybody has seen my initial reaction to getting the win. This is Calvin Ridley right here. It's like, just run up the field. Just run up the field. Because this doesn't make any sense. I really wish I had my football out of the garage so I could show y'all how Calvin really catches, tucks it, and just runs this way. But that's not. Look, I'm Calvin really, because that legitimately cost us from getting the first down when our offense was stagnant in the first half. It was legitimately stagnant in the first half. Kinetic in here chilling out with, he said Arthur Smith is not going to change his offense much if the defense is playing. Arthur Smith needs to do something. So I don't know if y'all seen. I don't know if it was on. Huh? Oh, I'm sorry. My bad. Cartier. My bad, fam. He said the defense was great. 5-yard dunk plays. Y'all know the tradition. I gotta do that. Dun, dun, dun. That's a Superman chat. Appreciate you, fam. Appreciate you. But Joseph Thornton said that Cantaloupe Patterson, Cantaloupe Patterson was the reason, our offense. But it's looking like the reason. It looks like Cordell Patterson is just our number one running back and our number one wide receiver. Am I wrong for thinking this? Because Calvin he's really rubbing me the wrong way right now, Bo. He really rubbed me the wrong way. I mean, he's supposed to be the guy. He's supposed to be able to come in. Everybody said he was legit. He was supposed to be able to come in and be that number one guy that could get you the 1,300 yards, close to the 100 receptions. I trust what everybody was saying. I took him on one of my fantasy teams. I'm sitting here like, what in the world, Bo? I could have just doggone got Jamar Chase instead. Prospect says, great team win, 1-2. Make it 3-2 after we beat the Jets. Hey, wait, whoa. Slow down there, Thundercat. We can't be going. You got to take it a game at a time. We got to take it a game. And I hate to break this to y'all. Next week is going to be tough. Reason why I said it's going to be so tough is because Washington got drugged this week. You got to remember, we're talking about professional football teams. So moving forward, now Washington, they're going to give you their best effort. If you beat Washington, you're going to be beating the best version of the Washington football team. I'm just being completely honest with you. You're gonna be beating the best version of that Washington football team next week. Everybody's talking about the defense. I was kind of disappointed in the defense. There were too many wide open passes. There were too many lapses in zone coverage. But we still held the other team to 14 points. I remember one time they punted on fourth down, and they were on our 39-yard line. I think they may have gave us some points right there. They may have gave us some points right there. Bubba Gump says Chicken Cutlet Patterson is better than Mike Stonefeet Davis. What in the world? What in the world, boy? Man. But yeah, 3-2. I can't really say that that's going to be the case. We legitimately have to take these games a week at a time. Definitely. Molly Mall said, "What's going on, my Rise Up family? We're better than the Saints." That's what he just said in the comments. What's going on, Molly Mall? Hope you're doing good, Bo. Hope you're doing good. Dre Murphy says, "Prospect, pump your brakes, young Thundercat." Man, I like that lingo that you're using, Bo. He said, "Pump your brakes, young Thundercat. Let's take it one game at a time, Bo." Look, moving forward, we legitimately have to consider this. Washington football team, they're going to legitimately be bringing their best game to us. Like, they hated their performance. And we've seen how the Falcons were when they hated their performance. They played the best. They look better in the Tampa Bay game than they look today. And we lost that Tampa Bay game, but they look better in the Tampa Bay game than they look today. So, like I said, it's going to be a tough one. The fact that Washington got blown out is going to be one of those cases where we could lose next week. And I know that y'all don't want to hear it, and that's not the most rah-rah thing to say, but we legitimately could lose next week, Bo. Cartier says, wait a minute. Cartier with $5. Much love to you, Cartier. He says, we treat Pitts like the cousin who only brings plates to the cookout. I got cousins like that. What's up, cousins? Much love to y'all. Hey, Cartier, thank you so much for supporting the channel, man. That's that dun-dun-dun. That's a Superman chat. But yeah, it's like, why not use them? It's like, we didn't use them till the fourth quarter. It's like I was telling Coach Roney. This right after the game. I said, look, we need to stop making excuses for Arthur Smith. We drafted Kyle Pitts in the fourth round. I'm sorry, with the fourth pick, the fourth overall pick, higher than you taking every other tight end. This guy has only caught 9 passes in 3 games. He's averaged 3 catches per game. The highest drafted tight end in NFL history. Everybody's saying, well, Arthur Smith, maybe he's just waiting to use something so he could exploit something later on during the season. Look, we've had 3 preseason games and 3 regular season games, Bo. By now, Arthur Smith is who he is. Because every now and then he'll call a play and I'll be like, okay, I can see that. That's a good play, coach. But his ability to set plays up and things like that is rubbing me the wrong way, Bo. I'm just going to be completely honest with you. Rubbing me the wrong way. The real Terrence R., he says, hey, everyone, we need to get that offense rolling. Defense played good today. Yeah, the defense stepped up. They only gave up 14 points. We hadn't had a performance like that in a while from a Falcons defense. Let's get it, GA. What in the world, Bo? What's going on with you, fam? Hope you're doing good, my homeboy. Padre said Conch Shell Patterson is the only weapon we can rely on consistently. I mean, yeah. All right, so let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and ask the question because the elephant's in the room. The elephant's in the room, so let's go ahead and ask the question. Do y'all think Kyle Pitts, do y'all think Calvin Ridley is everything that we were expecting him to be coming into this season? Do y'all think he's a number 1 wide receiver? If y'all think Calvin really is a number one wide receiver, put a 1 in the comment. If you feel like that's not the case, put a 2 in the comment. Is Calvin, lusting, thinking about going to Tennessee his doggone self? If you feel like that's the case, if you feel like Calvin really is the number one receiver, put a 1 in the comment. If you feel like that's not the case, put a 2 in the comment. And I'm not trying to turn everybody against Calvin, really. I'm not trying to do that, but he hasn't had a 100-yard game so far. And let's be honest, the first game we said, well, look, the protection was pretty bad. Second game, the protection got a whole lot better. This game, the protection, it wasn't that bad at all. Like Matt Ryan, he had time to throw. He was still looking kind of skittish back there. He was looking scared, but he still had time to throw. Definitely. Hold on, wait a minute, Bo. Julian Rodriguez hitting us with that $5. Much love to you, Bo. Thank you so much for supporting the channel, family. He says, Calvin really stay in that dance revolution when the defender gets near him. That 1-2 step, that cha-cha slide. Slide to the left. Appreciate that, Julian. Thank you so much, fam. That's that dun-da-dun. That's a Superman chat. Much love to you, fam. Much love to you. Now, look, we got Darren chilling out in here with us. I think this is my first time seeing Darren on the channel. Much love to you. He says he will never be an elite until he's not scared to get hit. He keeps running away from hits instead of going for first downs. Yes. I thought this is something that Arthur Smith's supposed to coach out of him. Everybody's talking about Arthur Smith. Arthur Smith is reliable. All I'm saying is Arthur Smith, he's reliable as FedEx delivering stuff. That's all I'm saying.
They suck.
FedEx is terrible at delivering. FedEx is terrible at delivering stuff. Arthur Smith, since he's the FedEx CEO's son, it's looking pretty consistent. I need some Amazon deliveries. That's what I need. I need some Amazon Prime deliveries. That's all I'm saying. Oh, man. Because, look, I was sitting there telling Coach Roney, I said, look, we lose this one right here. The outlook of this season is going to be different, Bo. Like, they need to do something. Definitely, man. Definitely. Let me see what everybody think. Y'all think Calvin really is a number one receiver? If you do, put a 1 in the chat. If you think that he's not, put a 2 in the chat. Cardier said that he's a great number 2. Padre says 2. Jay Murphy says 2. Ayer says, Coach Lowe, are you tired of seeing really doing the typewriter? Oh my goodness, he's doing the MC Hammer dance down the field. Well, not down the field, off the field. Sanchez Lowe, Coach Roney, Ayers, the real Terrence, they all say 2. So it looks like everybody's saying that he's not a number 1 wide receiver. Joseph Thornton, I know that he got that oil for me. He said 2, not in this scheme. ATLJ Faithful said 1 to 2 he can be, but he just ain't there yet. Padre said 2 because he ain't nothing. What in the world, bro? Oh, Raymond Elder said 2. But ISO Joe makes a good point. It's hard to tell with this play calling. Like, we're not pushing the ball down the field. And I'm starting to wonder. I'm like, well, is it one of those situations where is it Arthur Smith? Like, is Arthur Smith giving Matt Ryan the opportunities down the field? And is Matt Ryan just not taking them? Because like Matt Ryan, it's like he's legitimately not throwing the ball down the field. That pass to Kyle Pitts on that last drive when Kyle Pitts ran that 7 route. Like Coach Roney was like, man, that was a good throw and catch. I said, I know. We hadn't seen that many of them this year. Man, look, I need y'all to do a country boy a favor. If you're excited, glad that the Falcons finally got a win, make sure that you hit that like button. Make sure that y'all hit that like button for me. I would definitely appreciate it. And I definitely dance at your wedding one day. If you're new to the channel and you hit that subscribe button, Bo, thank y'all so much for chilling out with old country boy on a Sunday night, man. We definitely Have a great time chilling out with y'all on the weekend. I know I sure don't want to go to work tomorrow. I don't know if they gonna see me. Oh man, Julian Rodriguez is 1.5. It might be because of the play calling, but that inability to get hit is concerning. Yes, it's very concerning. This is football in the National Football League. Like you gonna take licks. You gonna take licks, Bo. This ain't two-hand touch. And that's how you playing it. Like it's two-hand touch. Definitely. Devon Johnson said, it's Matt and Arthur the reason why this offense is trash. I mean, I hear you. But guess what? We need to talk about something because there's another elephant in the room over there in the corner. And basically what that is that everybody's talking about the offense is trash. Justin Fields got sacked 9 times today, Bo.
Wow.
He got sacked 9 times today.
Dang.
And what I've been saying is that like you could get your sexy quarterback that do all these special, beautiful things and everything. But at the end of the day, if it's one of those cases where he don't got a team around him, it don't even matter. It don't even matter, Bo. Let me look at Justin Fields' stats today. Hold on. Because it's one of those situations where Justin Fields, 6 for 20. 68 yards.
Oh, gosh.
9 sacks. Oh, everybody wants Justin Fields because he can run. 3 runs for 12 yards. It don't make no
Chicago play?
The Browns?
Oh, well.
I mean, they got a
They
defense.
got a defense.
Yeah, they got a defense, but still. Cartier, what's going on, Bo? Cartier, he says, Matt said it. Matt said, I got 5 on it. I got pissed. I got really messing with Mike Davis. I got 5 on it. Hey, man, I appreciate that, man. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. That's that dun-dun-dun. That's a Superman chat. But yeah, man, everybody was like, oh, wait a minute. We need to get a running quarterback because if our offensive line can't do it, then we need to get a guy who can legitimately run. Well, I'll be doggone, Bo. They got a guy that can run out there in Chicago. Guess what he's doing? He's running and getting sacked 9 times. It don't make no difference. If those guys that are coming at you, if they run 4.4, 4.3, 4.5 40s, and they're 280 pounds, a lot of times you ain't finna get away from that, Bo. Especially if the guys in front of you that's facing that way can't block. You got to be able to read the defenses and make the passes that you need to make. At the end of the day, and my homeboy Falcons Pharrell said Justin Fields will be okay. Yeah, I think Justin Fields is a heck of a talent. Physically, he's definitely better than Matt Ryan. But I really wish that he would be put in the right situation. Think about Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes came into the league. At that point in time, the Chiefs, they were known for their defense. Everybody that play fantasy football, y'all know y'all take the Chiefs every year. They would get all kind of sacks and turnovers for you. And, Alex Smith, he just managed the game. Patrick Mahomes came in. He had a well-balanced team. Tyreek Hill was already there. Travis Kelce. Next thing you know, Patrick Mahomes comes in. He had an offensive line in front of him. They balled out. He had a team there before he got there. If you try to put somebody on the team and just say, okay, Mr. Quarterback, make us better, ain't gonna work, bro. Ain't gonna work. It's like putting tire shine on your tires before you go driving down the muddy road. It ain't gonna make no difference. Still gonna be muddy, not just gonna be muddy and shiny at the same time. But yeah, man, what's going on, Zeke? Much love to you, Bo. Thank you so much for chilling out with us. Darren said that we should stick with Josh Rosen after Matt Ryan and build the team, then draft a quarterback. Average QBs can win Super Bowls with a good team around. I definitely agree with you on that. I felt like Matt Ryan could have won a Super Bowl many times, but He didn't have the team that he needed around him. Matt Ryan, I think he was above average quarterback, but he didn't have the defense. Our defense could never stop anybody. You know, I can't say too much about the offensive line because our offensive line was, fair to middling over the years. For all my people that ain't from the country, that means that offensive line was pretty good. but I mean, with that being said, our defense was never able to stop. So we had to put up a huge amount of points just to win games, which is why we always blown leads in the playoffs. Because Matt Ryan, he's steady putting up points and just going over to the sideline doing his Matt Ryan walk where he just walks around, And I know what he's thinking while he's walking around. Like, man, I hope they stop. I hope they can get a stop sometime. You get tired of just going out here and scoring all these points. It's just one of those situations, man. At the end of the day, a well-balanced team wins Super Bowls. Patrick Mahomes, he won that Super Bowl. He didn't do that by himself. Frank Clark and all those boys on that defense, like they added to it just as much as he did. Definitely, man. Definitely. ATLGA Faithful says, watch the Giants content creator. He says losing to the Falcons is bottom of the barrel. And the Giants have to blow this thing up again. I can't say that. Like I said, I think we got very fortunate. Sterling Shepard got hurt. that helped us a lot with AJ Terrell out. And I don't want to be that person to be like, oh, man, I'm glad that he got hurt. But Sterling Shepard not being out there definitely helped us. We just had to worry about Kenny Golladay. Kenny Golladay burnt us a couple of times. Saquon Barkley, apparently he had suffered an injury halfway through the game, and he wasn't 100%. Coming close to the end of the game, like he was running like he was 100%. Oh, man, Glenn Lipscomb, much love to you, Glenn. He says, we got better in the red zone if we could just get to the red zone. Yes. Now, I don't know if y'all know this stat. So on Pro Football Focus, and I'm pretty sure my homeboy Tony Wright, he'll tell you whenever he comes in the comments because he knows all the stats. But on Pro Football Focus, before this game, the Falcons had not scored a touchdown in the 5-yard line or less. The first 8 quarters, the first 8 playing quarters of the season. So every time they were at the 5-yard line or less, they never scored a touchdown. That's why we got Arthur Smith here. Because Coach Ronis, he was talking about, oh, well, he played football, so he should know what to do. No, you're being sarcastic. She was like, well, how good were these teams he played on? But I mean, you can't just crown people just because someone else gives them a ringing endorsement. We have to remember something, guys. Just because he was successful over there doesn't mean he's going to be successful over here. He had a different role in Tennessee. He was just the offensive coordinator. So he sit up in the box, looked down and seen what they were doing and made decisions moving forward. Now he's the head coach. He has to worry about clock management. He has to keep an eye on substitutions and personnel, realizing and acknowledging that he wants this guy in this package, or he needs to take this guy out. That guy looks like he's tired. Let's get him out. Make sure that he tells the players that's coming on and off the field the things that they need to do. So that's a whole lot to do and call the plays at the same time. You got too much on your plate, coach. You got too much on your plate. What is Doug Ragone do? Does he just sit up there and does he just watch the games like we do? Just beat the Arthur Smith in the headset? Oh, yeah, coach, that's a good call. Yeah, okay. My tech gonna be in there on Friday, right? Okay, all right. I mean, so it's like this offense is not going to work. This offense is not going to work. And like I said, it's like we can't continue to just say, hey, this worked in Tennessee. Because the thing that everybody kept saying on Twitter was, well, look, a big difference, big thing that he had in Tennessee that he doesn't have here is Derrick Henry. Mike Davis ain't no Derrick Henry. So we need to acknowledge that. I mean, and let's be honest with you, it took him a while to actually play Derrick Henry the way that he needed to be played. Derrick Henry, wasn't he splitting carries with like Bishop Sankey or somebody? Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, let's legitimately acknowledge that. Hold on, wait a minute, guys. So let's see. Cartier Thomaston said Matt still can't get a rib at the cookout. He can get a thigh. He can get a thigh that left over anyway. He can't get no rib at the cookout.
Thighs are delicious.
Oh man, he can't get no wing coats. Appreciate it, Cartier. Much love to you, man. That's that da-da-da. That's a Superman chat. Much love to you, fam. My homeboy Molly Mall, he says, Coach Ron be hating on me.
Boo! Don't read that. Boo! Don't read it.
He said, Coach Ron be hating on me because I'm a good, lovely Christian young man.
Oh my God.
What in the world? Well, much love to you, Molly Mall. I appreciate you for supporting the channel, man. Even though you're a Saints fan, that's a dun-dun-dun. That's a Superman chat. Oh man, Coach Wilder said Big Low, and he also had a better offensive line. I mean, and that is true. Now, moving forward, we have to say it's like, so because everybody was assuming that the offensive line was better because he played offensive line in college at North Carolina. And they also said that, oh, well, since he played offensive line himself, and he coached the offensive line, that's the reason why the Tennessee offensive line was so much better. So he's going to come in, get the guys that we think are pretty good, and then he's going to draft some other offensive linemen, and he's going to piece together this super offensive line. So far, like, it's gotten better. I mean, in today's game, the offensive line didn't look as bad as it did the first 2 weeks. So, I mean, that's something that I could give him. But just the play calling in general, I don't know if he doesn't trust his offensive line or what, but I need to see a little bit more. I definitely do. Let's just see. Big Tucking 4S. He says, where was Pitts the whole game? Fourth pick and not on the field.
Thank you.
I don't know, Bo. I don't know. I legitimately can't tell you. Jamar Chase is over here. He got picked.
Woo-hoo.
So many picks up under Pitts, and he done caught 4 touchdowns already. Kyle Pitts, he's only caught 9 passes. It's like, and it's not because Kyle Pitts is not capable of doing it. We don't know what he's capable of because we just it's like getting samples at Costco. Like you can just taste a little bit of it. So I mean, I can't really say what he's capable of or what he's not capable of, man. But B Tucking for it. Hey, I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much for that $5 super chat, Bo. I think this is my first time seeing you. I definitely want to welcome you to the channel. Everybody, y'all make sure that y'all welcome B Tucking 4S. I'm just gonna call you B. But the tradition is I got to give that to you, man. That's that. Dun-dun-dun. That's a Superman chat. Much love to you, man. Thank you so much for chilling out with us. James McFadden is also on here. He says Eagles fan, but an NFL fan. Do you think you guys need to blow it up and rebuild like the Carolina Panthers? I mean, the Carolina Panthers, they didn't really blow it up, though. I mean, because they got Christian McCaffrey. They still got DJ Moore. That offensive line is pretty much still there. They just got rid of Cam. Kelvin Benjamin, he's at Burger King somewhere.
Oh my God. Don't do that. Don't body shame him.
But yeah, I mean, so I mean, I don't know if they really blew it up. They added some pieces on the defensive side, but they didn't really blow it up. So I mean, it's just one of those things. But look, our front office is telling us that this isn't a rebuild. They said that they're not built to rebuild. So we'll see what we got going on, boy. If we ain't rebuilding, it's just one of those things where we just got to make sure that you're competitive every week, because even if you come and say that you're not rebuilding, you better back it up on the field, because one thing that people in Atlanta don't like is being lied to. Don't tell us that you're going to do something and it's actually something else.
B. Tuckett said he's from Louisiana, but a Falcons fan.
Man, what in the world, boy? Woo, man, I know you be catching it down there. Oh, man, well, look, I appreciate you, B. And look, man, you get a chance, talk to Molly Mall, man. Try to get Molly Mall to get that hate out of his heart, man. He a good fella, but we just can't get him right. He can't get right. Big Low said, no, Coach White said, Big Low, I told y'all that we're going to be going through growing pains in the first year under Arthur Smith. Trust the process. I understand. Look, my whole thing, Coach, is that if you would have told me to trust the process, I would have been like, okay, that's cool. That's what the Sixers did. The Sixers said, look, y'all just trust the process. Don't expect no deep playoff runs. But don't come telling me, oh, yeah, we ain't rebuilding. We ain't built like that. And then, y'all come out and we don't even see Kyle Pitts. I could have swore I seen him eating a honey bun and some popcorn on the sideline one time. I'm like, Kyle, you ain't finna play? Oh, yeah. Coach said he put me in the fourth quarter. Like, what in the world? Oh, man. But, I mean, look, let's talk about the positive things from this game. The defense played pretty well. For A.J. Terrell to not be out there, Foye Oluokun had 11 tackles. That's definitely good. Saquon Barkley, he didn't get rolling too much. Like, we knew that he was going to break off some plays. He's Saquon Barkley. Thick thighs save lives.
What Jerry tell you about that last night?
We knew that Saquon Barkley was going to make some plays. But, I mean, we pretty much kept him bottled up. Like, he didn't go too crazy. So, I mean, I legitimately think that the defense is a lot better than it was last year. One thing that we have to remember is that last year, everybody was saying, we need to just run the ball. Well, dang, coach running the ball. Now we sitting here like, man, where Dirk Cutter at? Look, at the end of the day, like, one thing that we got to remember is that everybody has their own philosophy. So it's like Dirk Cutter, he was more aggressive, and Arthur Smith, he's a little bit more laid back with it. I told y'all the wins that we were going to be getting, they weren't going to be these 27, 29, 32-point games. Like, nah, what was the score today? 14-17. If you want to see a touchdown, you better sit down and pay attention, because you might miss it. So it's one of those cases where, Arthur Smith, his philosophy is a little bit different. It's not going to be just slinging the ball all over the field. Like last week, everybody got all into it. And Matt Ryan, he threw a lot of passes. But don't be looking for that. That's not Arthur Smith's philosophy. Him is going to be, we're going to throw it 25, 30 times at the most. But, we finna pound this rock, and we're going to try to get out of here with a W. If we scoring in the high 20s, then there's something wrong. And I ain't nothing wrong with that. I feel like you have a better chance to win in that case, because you don't want to be in a situation where it's like, okay, well, last man gets the ball wins. Because we've seen that between the Saints and the Falcons many times, that Drew Brees and Matt Ryan rivalry. Definitely. Because you look at that game with the Dolphins and the Raiders. Raiders ended up winning 28-31. But what happened? It was the last team that had the ball. They went into overtime, and the last team that had the ball won. Coach, let's get it said, what is the point of drafting Kyle Pitts and not even utilizing him? Please help me understand that, Coach. What am I missing? Oh, it's Arthur Smith and his generic play calling scheme. This is what y'all wanted, though. Y'all wanted we need to just run the ball. We need to just don't need to reinvent the wheel. You know, and like I said, it comes with the territory. We can't just say, oh, well, man, now it's just generic. You know what it's like? It's like a relationship. You know how you be in a relationship? It's like, man, you know what? You don't rub my feet enough. I'm finna leave. Like, oh, okay, well, leave then. Then you get that other relationship. You be like, oh, so how's things going with Barry? Man, Barry rubbed my feet too much. like what did he want? That's one of those cases. So at the end of the day, we're not the ones making the decisions. No, we're the ones paying the bills. And that's something that y'all need to remember as fans. Y'all are the ones paying the bills now. Everybody that's bought any kind of gear. If you don't even got to be a season ticket holder. If you went to one game, you're paying these guys' salary. You're paying the bills. You're paying to keep the lights on. If you live in Atlanta and you're paying taxes, you're paying to keep the lights on at the Beans. So you got to remember that, man. It's one of those situations where even though we're not making the decisions, we have an insurable interest. That's an insurance term. We have an insurable interest in the success of this team. Sanchez Lowe says, where's Hayden Hurst? I don't know where he got that, Bo. I don't know. I know he got targeted one time. He ain't catch it. They were like, okay, well, you know, they just keep running the ball. Where's Cordero Patterson at? Where's Compshell Patterson at? Cinco, Bo, what in the world, Bo? Definitely. Hey, we got to get a win before October. Hey, I didn't think that this was going to be a problem, but we were definitely pressed to get it. And it's crazy because it's like, you know, you wait all year for football season. Now we're finally here. And it's like, you know, you get the first win. It felt very anticlimactic. I'm sitting here like, man, boy, this is going to be a long season. It's going to be a long season. Oh, man. But, yeah, the defense has gotten better. Look, coaching staff, remember, we also look at the X's and O's aspect of this, too. The special teams has gotten better. It's like they take the special teams a lot more seriously now in Atlanta. I'm not used to seeing that. And I'm used to them just kicking it to us and, like, we don't return it. But now it's like they'll pooch kick and do all kinds of things to try to get it to the up man. And, you know, because they take our special teams as a threat now. This team has a different feel. It might not be as sexy as it used to be, you know? And that's like I said, that's what you kind of got to deal with. Because look, think about it like this right here. It's like you have your four tars where you run the ball. You know, you don't take too many shots. You try to just play safe football. And look, it's safe. It gets you where you need to go to. If it tears up, you know that you can fix it. Then on the other side, you got your Ferrari. You know, 7-step drops. You take the shots down the field. A whole bunch of long development plays. But it's sexy. The ball flies through the air and you get all these pretty passes and everything. But guess what? You get a lot of sacks. It's hard to maintain it. If it tears up, what are you going to do? So the only solution in these two situations is finding a balance. Is there, in the words of Lil Wayne, we got to find middle ground. We need balance. A lot of y'all don't know nothing about that. Y'all ain't never listened to the dedication. But we got to find middle ground. We need balance. Oh, man. But with that being said, I'm feeling good because the Falcons got a W today and Tampa Bay lost. So I'm feeling pretty good. The only thing that would have made this better is that the doggone Saints would have lost too. I would have been a high cotton there, but we would have been doing good then. But hey, you know, it be like that sometimes. Bubba Gump says Lee Smith scored his first touch. Yeah, man. Yeah, Lee's Llama Day. I told y'all last night. Oh, Llama Day. He a baller. He came in and like he made some mistakes at the beginning of the game, but man, he made some clutch catches. Brandon Bird, what in the world, Bo? What's going on with your fam? Hope you're doing good tonight, man. Hope you're doing good tonight. We just finally it's crazy because it's like you just take a deep exhale now after getting this W. It's like, man, okay. Maybe we ain't as bad as we thought we would. Oh, man. For everybody that's coming in here, I do need y'all to do a country boy favor. Make sure that you hit that like button. Make sure that you hit that like button. If you hit that like button, I promise you I'll dance at your wedding one day. And if this is your first time chilling out with us, make sure that you hit that subscribe button. We have a great time in here, bro. Everybody who subscribes, they join the coaching staff, man. Definitely. B said, look, man, we got the same record as the Chiefs. We got the same record as the Chiefs. So we can't look down on ourselves too much. We ain't looking too bad, bro. I'm feeling pretty good about it. I'm feeling pretty good about it, man. Definitely. Antonio said the Raiders and the Cardinals and the Panthers are 3-0. Who would have thought that? You're right. You're right. My homeboys, Dave and Rashad, are from Panthers Nation podcast. I make sure that y'all check them out. I'm pretty sure they're getting naked right now. They're sitting on top of the division. They've been telling y'all the whole offseason. They was like, hey, man, we finna surprise the world. They was like, hey, man, DJ Moore, he's underrated. Most underrated wide receiver in the league. So, I took him in my fantasy league. I was like, okay, you ain't got to tell me twice, bro. Tony Wright, what in the world, Bo? What's going on with your fam? Tony Wright, hey, I was just talking and I said, hey, man, my homeboy, Coach Tony Wright, I mentioned you a little bit earlier in the show. I said I'm pretty sure he could verify this, but I seen the stat on Pro Football Focus before this game started. It said that the Falcons, before this game started, the first two games, they didn't score any touchdowns when they were in the 5-yard line or less. 5-yard line to the goal line. They didn't score any touchdowns the first two games. Did you check up on that, Tony Wright? And what's going on, FG? Hope you're doing good tonight, Bo. Much love to you, fam. Much love to you. Definitely, man. And my homeboy Cartier says, y'all make sure y'all hit that like button. If you're excited that the Falcons got a win today, make sure that you hit that like button. Definitely do it. If you, like I said, if you subscribe, I promise to dance at your wedding one day. But yeah, man, I'm excited about where the defense played. Marlon Davis, he got hurt again. Marlon Davis got hurt again. So it's almost at that point now where it's like, is it too soon or is it too early to start throwing words around like injury prone? Because it seems like it's always something with Marlon Davis. I don't know if he's not doing prehab or if he's not taking care of his body the way that he should. My homeboy Cartier says some moonshine break. I'm sorry, water break, moonshine. What's in my cup is in my cup. It might be water and it might be moonshine. Hold on, y'all. All right. Okay, we good. But yeah. So I don't know the whole thing with Marlon Davis, but I know that for this team to be relatively successful this year, we're definitely going to need them. We're definitely going to need them. Yusef says, Coach Kuntry, just glad we got a win. Confidence builder, hopefully. Oh, yeah, man, that's definitely a confidence builder, bro. You built – look, you beat a good New York Giants team. No matter what everybody was saying on social media, you heard people talk about like, oh, man, both of these teams are just trash. It was like those guys are on the outside looking in. They're not out there on the field. So it could be that both of those teams aren't that good, or it could be that this was a very defensive game. It could be the fact that both of these teams just failed to score points at the beginning of the game. The Falcons, they did score 10 points in the fourth quarter to come back to get this win. But, yeah, look, both of these teams were bad. First of all, they're in the NFL, so all teams in the NFL are good to some extent. Definitely, man, definitely. B says, do you think our wideouts even hit 1,000 yards? What? Oh, man, I think Calvin Ridley could hit 1,000 yards because I'm not mistaken. How many? Because now it's a 17-game season. So, I mean, if you think about it, if you get like 60 yards a game, you could get 1,000 yards. And I definitely think Calvin Ridley could do that. Definitely do. Julian Rodriguez with the $4.99. Much love to you, Bo. Thank you so much for supporting the channel, family. He says, call me crazy, but that early bye week might actually be a blessing in disguise. I think that we can reassess ourselves and learn to play a complete game. I think that you're right. I normally don't like early bye weeks, but look, we needing it. We definitely needing it right about now, Bo. But look, I definitely appreciate that super chat, that $4.99 super chat, Julian. That's that dun-dun-dun. That's a Superman chat. Much love to you, family. Thank you so much. Got Coach Joy in here coming on to chill out with us. He says, getting ready for bed, checking in, Bo. Falcons won, but needs work. Defense kept us in. Yeah, they did. But look, I'm telling y'all something, though. It's not just that the defense kept us in the game. The Giants made some legitimate mistakes. If you think about it, the Giants made some legitimate mistakes that kept them from scoring. So, like I said, it's one of those cases where we're fortunate to win this game. We're lucky. We're definitely lucky because that fumble snap, that sack, and just a few penalties that they had that took points off the board for them. We could have easily lost this game. I mean, I'm going to be completely honest with you. Whenever I say that, I was kind of surprised that we won. It was kind of surreal. I'm just being completely honest with you. The real Terrence, he says, I'm thinking they're trying to slowly get Pitts involved in the game. Then he'll be ready to go. I'm hoping that you're right. But you know what? My thing is that if that is the case, so let's say that is the case, Terrence. Do we legitimately want to be one of those situations where we say, okay, well, he's going to go off. We're going to slowly work him. We're going to slowly work him along, but we're 0-2, and we're just going to. It doesn't matter. We're going to put all that to the side so we can slowly work him along. Like we 0-2, like we could have been 0-3 after the day. Like all of the playing and all of the talking in the games, you didn't throw all that out the window. All the mind games, trying to outsmart the other person and everything. You need to we need to just ball out. I'm tired of it. We need to just ball out. Like all of this, we're gonna hold them and then we're gonna release the Kraken. Like, no, I don't want to hear it. Just let the kid play. If you're in the red zone, there's no reason you should be in the red zone at the 5-yard line and your number 1 overall pick that has this crazy wingspan, the highest drafted tight end in NFL history, is standing on the sideline with his hands on his hips. There's no reason that should happen. What in the world, Bo? Like, come on, coach. Ain't no need to reinvent the wheel. You ain't got to be the smartest man in the room. You just need to be smarter than the other guy. That's all you got to do. And I just don't see too many situations where you're smarter than the other guy if you don't got Kyle Pitts on the field. Cartier Thompson says, real talk, Matt, please roll out in shotgun or throw the ball away and not take. Man, it's like you got to give it to Matt, man, because Matt's trying to make things happen, and I don't know. It's really sad because I'm really seeing Matt's maturation. I'm starting to see the decline. Like Matt's not the same guy that he was in 2018. He's not the same guy that he was in 2019. And it's like, as Falcons fans, we need to realize that, and we need to appreciate Matt. Y'all, every touchdown that you see Matt Ryan throw, I'm just going to tell y'all appreciate it, because we don't know how much longer we're going to see this. Just being completely honest with you, we don't know how much longer this is going to go with Matt Ryan. Definitely, Cartier, thank you so much for that $5. And look, just like y'all said in the comments, and feel free to put it in the comment box. But dun-dun-dun, that's a Superman chat. Look, whenever the Superman chats come in, y'all feel free to put it in the box, man. Feel free to put it in the box. Superman chat. Definitely. Coach Tony Wright says this was Matt Ryan's 40th come from behind come from behind comeback win. Yes, it was his 40th comeback win in the fourth quarter. Game-winning drive. It was beautiful. It was vintage, 2011 Matt Ryan. I really enjoyed it, man. I really enjoyed it. B said that Arthur Smith is playing it safe. I'm getting tired of playing it safe, Bo. You was almost 0-3 today. I'm getting tired of playing it safe. We need to ball out. We in week 3. We coming close to the end of the first quarter of the season. Ain't no more playing it safe. Like, what in the world, Bo? Young middle face Jamal says, rise up. What's up, Big Low? And the coaching staff, great team win. Preparing for this run before the bye week. Our offense will catch up and the defense soon. We're starting to ball out. Hey, Bo, I'm definitely hoping that you're right, man, because if we can get both sides playing at the same level, and then don't forget, it's like there's an extra spot out there too. There's an extra wild card spot out there. We might be able to sneak in. We might be able to sneak in, man. Definitely. Hey, I appreciate that, B. Hey, like I said, if y'all see a Superman chat in there, hey, make sure that everybody that's in the comments, make sure that you put that in the comments. We're gonna make that a new tradition. Superman chat. Oh man, Ricardo Ray says preseason is finally over, Bob. We can finally start playing some real football. Real Terrence said the play calling is suspect. Hey, I feel you, but what's going on, Coach Jerry? Hope you're doing good today, man. And look, I do want to tell you, Coach Jerry, congratulations on the Saints win. We definitely don't want to see y'all win, but you my homeboy, Coach, and congratulations on that win. I tell you congratulations, but I won't tell Molly Mall congratulations. I can't do it. Cinco Mo says, ain't nobody business. What's in my cup is in my cup. What's in their cup is in their cup. And that's right. That's the way he did say that, did he? He showed up, did. That's one of the more country sayings, man. That's one of the more country sayings. It ain't nobody business. What's in my cup is in my cup. Oh, man. Y'all look crazy, man. B says, I feel like by week 8, we'll know the season can be saved. I mean, look, it's kind of like what somebody said earlier, though, man. It's kind of like what somebody said earlier. It's one of those situations where we got the same record as the Chiefs. Simple and plain. We got the same record as the Chiefs, so ain't no need in panicking. We're not at the point where we need to talk about saving the season. It's longer than normal season. So yeah, it's like we won though, and Cartier said moonshine break. So you already know what time it is. Definitely, man. Definitely. Yeah, man. But yeah, it's Cartier said old school reverse pitch. Oh man, that is crazy. Molly Ball said, Big Low, you can tell me everybody can tell you congratulations, Molly Ball, man. I tell my homeboy Jerry, I can't tell you, Molly Ball. Oh man, Cinco Bo says the crazy thing is an argument could be made that the Chiefs could be 0-3. So a win is a win, and that's definitely the truth. It's like the Chiefs, they could legitimately be 0-3 right now if it wasn't for some last second heroics. So like we can't, it's one of those situations. And the Falcons, they could be 2-1 right now if it weren't for a few tip passes. So it's crazy how a few plays impact the large scope of the game. Steve Seelig, he says it may not haven't been pretty, but thanks, folks. Okay, well, I agree with you. This win may not have been pretty, but it was a win. I appreciate you for commenting, Steven. Thank you so much for chilling out with old country boy and the coaching staff, man. Thank you so much. B says he got that old watermelon moonshine. Okay, I see you over there, B. I see you over there, Bo. Dave says, Low, We can never stop with the toxic stuff, man. When can we get back to actual football conversation? Hey, Bo, look, it's always football conversation over here, Bo. You already know what time it is. You already know what time it is. I mean, it's like moving forward as far as like Arthur Smith goes, and these coordinators and everything else. It's like the decisions that they make are football decisions. So it's one of those things where the football decisions that the higher ups make. That's what we talk about. Definitely. Ayer says, what are your thoughts against the Washington football team after watching the game against the Giants today? I really like the fact that we got a chance to watch the Giants play against the Washington football team last week, and then we had a chance to beat the Giants this week and just kind of see, what the Giants did against Washington and what we could do against Washington. Number one, Heineke, I think he's legit. Like, he made some throws last week that I was like, "Ooh, that was a good throw." But he also made a few mistakes. But he's a young quarterback. I always like Antonio Gibson. He had a heck of a catch and run today. It was like 79 yards. Think about Antonio Gibson. He's not the fastest guy, but he's shifty. So, you definitely got to make sure that you watch out for Terry McLaurin, and hopefully AJ Terrell will be back next week to kind of work against him. Now, we don't know, because I know that McLaurin, he's always all over the field. So if he's on the other side against Monroe, that's definitely going to be interesting. But I'm feeling pretty good about it. The only thing that I'm going to be worried about is our defensive line. Chase Young lined up against Caleb McGarry. So McGarry lined up against Chase Young. We're going to see like that. That's going to be a good barometer to tell what kind of tackle McGarry is. Is he going to be that guy that's going to, try to kind of contain Chase Young, or, are we going to have to be doing a lot of chipping? Are we going to have to be doing a lot of chipping? I mean, so far it's like, McGarry, and I see here that Antoine Wartime, he says that, yeah, I mean, he's doing a good job blocking. But we do know that he struggles against those faster guys. So it's definitely going to be interesting, man. Definitely going to be interesting. Definitely, man. Definitely. They said, I know what you're about, Lo. Yeah, you already know what I'm about, Bo. You already know that we don't play the radio over here, man. We don't play the radio over here, man. Steven Season says, it may not have been pretty, but thanks for beating the Giants. Oh, okay. So I see the 76ers and Philadelphia Flyers on your avatar. So I'm assuming that you're an Eagles fan. Oh man, well, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you, I need y'all Eagles to show out, because I need Miles Sanders to go off to win my main fantasy league. So yeah, I definitely need that to happen. Definitely do. Dwayne Harris came in with the who that. Much love to you, Bo. Much love to you till Saints week. You already know what time it is. We're finna whoop up on y'all, but much love to you, man. But yeah, I mean, as far as this Washington football team goes, I mean, it's a good team. It's a young team. Defense, like, you never could sleep on a Ron Rivera defense. He's going to make sure that his defense is always ready. So I'm thinking that we could definitely get that win moving forward. I'm thinking that we could definitely get that win. Till the legend says, who that? Oh man, well, much love to you, Bo. Like I said, your time is coming. Your time is coming. You finna receive your blessing in a few weeks. You finna receive your blessing in a few weeks, Bo. Definitely, man. Definitely. Dre Murphy says Tony Wright, with that Washington defense, look like beside Sweat and Chase Young. Go ahead and give us that scout report, Coach Tony Wright. Let everybody know who's on that Washington defense. But yeah, I mean, I know that Chase Young, Sweat, Cameron Payne, like their front is legit. Now, like I was saying last night, whenever we were talking during the pit rally, it's one of those cases where it was like, okay, well, look, Leonard Williams and Azeez Ojulari and Danny Shelton, like all those guys, they're good. Like they're really good, but I don't think they're good as Fletcher Cox and Hargraves, and I also don't think they're good as Vita Vea and Ndamukong Suh and and those guys out there in Tampa. And I think that showed. I think that there are different levels of competition, and we seen that level of competition that we played today. Our offensive line could handle them a little bit. I mean, they still got the Matt Ryan. Like Matt Ryan didn't end the game with a clean jersey, but it wasn't nothing like it was in the first game of the season against the Eagles or against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Hey man, I appreciate that love, man. Thank you so much for enjoying the channel, bro. Much love to you, man. I ain't got nothing but love for you. Definitely. Ian Miles says, "What's up, family? Coach Low, what do you cook today? And what's the chances of the Falcons beating Washington football team?" Man, I ain't cooked nothing, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. I got some wings door dashed in. I ain't cooked nothing today, bro. Oh man. Ayer says, impressed with Michael Walker tip pass today. He needs more playing. Look, that's actually going to be an anomaly, an anomaly moving forward with Cartier. With Cartier, what I'm talking about? I'm thinking about my homeboy Cartier Walker with Michael Walker, because he's definitely going to need more playing time. Foye Lurkin, he's flying around the field. Moving forward, I'm just putting this out here to you for y'all to consider it, but I'm just going to tell y'all, Deion Jones might be expendable. He with that contract and everything, like Debo, he might not be around much longer. Or it's like if the Falcons decide to build that identity and make the strong suit of their defense those linebackers, then we might have two of the best interior linebackers in the game, unless they decide to move Debo to outside linebacker so he could guard those tight ends and guard those guys out of the backfield. But running that 3-4 defense, you're definitely gonna have to strike a match and come down into that backfield every now and then too. You got to make sure that you have that you have that threat of rushing the passer. And look, Deion Jones, he was the best pass rusher that didn't have his hand in the ground last year. Him and Foye, like they both came in the backfield very good last year on blitzes. So I'm definitely excited to see how it unfolds, man. Antoine Wartime says Pitt is doing a great job blocking. He's coming along. Oh yeah. Kyle Pitts. Well, you remember Cameron Jordan. Whenever we drafted Kyle Pitts, Cameron Jordan said, "Yeah, he's a little bit too light in pockets, to be playing in the NFL. He ain't got." But I mean, whenever I see him block, like he blocks, like he legitimately blocks well. He blocks very well. So I mean, I'm not gonna say that he ain't blocking good. Like Kyle Pitts, he's definitely earning the stripes as a pass blocker in the NFL, and I mean pass blocker and run blocker. I do want to see him, claw and shed and, get those easy passes, kind of like those tight end screens and stuff. Like I haven't seen the tight end screen from Kyle Pitts yet. Like he's the perfect candidate for it. I've seen a few of them watching film from Firsker in Tennessee, but I hadn't seen them. I ain't seen them in Atlanta with Kyle Pitts, bro. What in the world? Oh my goodness. Oh my God. I meant to ask y'all about this. Why in the world was Phil Franks lined up in the tight end position? Y'all know I don't call him Felipe. Good looking out, Will Doc. I don't call him Felipe. I call him Phil Franks. Felipe ain't the quarterback name. We might have to call him Felipe if he lined up at tight end, though, because he was showed up lined up at tight end position. I'm sitting here like, why in the world is Matt Ryan split out wide and Felipe is lined up at tight end? Like, what's going on here? So, you can't go from bare bones, you can't go from Dickies and a t-shirt to a tuxedo. Like come on, bro. You can't go to plain Jane to just all the way out there. It's like if you want to throw some wrinkles in, like throw some wrinkles in, but don't put a quarterback at tight end, Bo. Come on, man. I guess this is that genius that you was talking about. Oh man. Let me see. Padre says, at Willie Doc, I can't believe they went there when they can't get any regular. Yeah, exactly. They couldn't get any regular plays off. And they sitting here trying to put a quarterback at the tight end position. What? We tried to run Wildcat last week and it failed horribly. You know? But I mean, we had trouble moving the ball again this week. So I mean, hopefully it's one of those situations where this offense can continue to grow like everybody's saying. I mean, because I'm pretty sure everybody would agree with me. The pass blocking got better. You know, the defense got better. The first two games, we were giving away we were giving up 40 points a game. We gave up 80 points in the first two games, guys. Like that's not normal. That's not something that you do. So I'm definitely glad that the defense got better. Hold on, guys. We got Dan Quinn in here. What in the world? Dan Quinn says, if we would have lost, I would have been so pissed. Well, Dan Quinn, you can't say we because you were the Cowboys now. So you can't say we. You ain't a part of us. Whenever you say we, you must got a mouse in your pocket or something. You ain't talking about with us. Down South Georgia boy. What in the world, Bo? What's going on with you? Look, I do need y'all to do a country boy favor. Make sure that y'all hit that like button. If you're glad that the Falcons got this W tonight, well, today, make sure that you hit that like button. Also, if this is your first time chilling out with us, make sure that you hit that subscribe button. You know, we're relatively new to YouTube, and we definitely want everybody to come in and join the conversation because we definitely enjoy it, man. Definitely enjoy it. Padre says, think the whole team should have to eat chicken hot dogs if they don't win. That'll get them motivated. Coach Rhoda, you heard that?
What?
Padre said that he thinks the whole team should have had to eat chicken hot dogs if they don't win.
That's not a punishment.
That'll get them motivated.
That's not a punishment. That's a delicious treat.
Don't nobody eat no chicken hot dog. Don't nobody eat no chicken hot dogs, man. Dre Murphy says, Dan Quinn hater. Hater alert. Oh, man, Dan Quinn, you just worry about trying to stop the Eagles. That's what you worry about. Because I'm pretty sure Jalen Hurts will burn y'all draws off. Oh, down South Georgia boy says, look, man, he needs to start using pitch more. As you can see, he can catch. Yes, he can catch. He has the hands. I don't know if anybody's seen it, but that pass interference in the end zone, whenever he went up and he almost caught that pass. He went up and he tried to catch it with one hand. They were holding his left hand. He almost caught that pass. So it's like the kid can catch. Let's give him some opportunities. All of this, you know, we're going to bring him along slowly. We don't want to show our hand too much. Like, you need to just spend more time in the office, coach. You need to just make sure that you prepare every week. Like, you trying to do all your work before the season starts and just trying to prorate what you're going to show. Like, nah. The wife and kids got to know that during the season, you ain't going to be coming home at 6 o'clock, coach. You need to go ahead and put your bed in the office so you can make sure that you have a new plan every week. Ricardo Ray says, we have a no-name defense, but the DC has one. Huh. I mean, I don't know. I think our defense is, we got some names. We got Deion Jones. We got Grady Jarrett, who was living in the backfield today. Man, you got your AJ Terrells. You got your Foyer Lewikins. Like, you got pieces. Now, could you use some more pieces? You definitely could. But I can't say that definitely can't say that we just don't have pieces. ATL Skate Man says, what the world? I'm going to man up. 0-2 by prediction. Oh man, what in the world, boy? So you said 0-2 for the next 2 games? Man, I don't know. So look, you know that we know what we got to do. We definitely got to make sure that we ask everybody what they think as far as this next game against this Washington football team. So, do y'all think that we could beat that Washington football team next week? Or no, do you think we will beat that Washington football team next week? If you do think that's the case, put a 1 in the chat. If you feel like that's not the case, put a 2 in the chat. I just want to see what y'all thinking. Definitely. Dre Murphy said, Dan Quinn, y'all gonna lose tomorrow night against the Eagles. Oh man, I hope they do. B says, do you think the head coach pulled Matt Ryan for Josh Rosen? I don't think so as of right now. I think that this whole offense is just trying to kind of progress. So I don't think that they're going to make that move and pull them just yet. So we're just going to kind of see. So 1, if you think that the Falcons could beat that Washington football team next week. 2, if you think that that's not the case. Sanchez, yeah, I did hear about Andy Reid leaving the stadium in the ambulance, man. I hope that he's okay, bro. That's definitely one of the greatest coaches of our era. I love the way Andy Reid coaches his teams up. Joseph Thornton says he thinks that we can beat them. NYC young boy says he don't think that that's the case. Yeah, you better hope so. If you're a Giants fan, NYC young boy, because they'll bump them down to the rankings, man. Julian Rodriguez and Sanchez Lowe and Dre Murphy thinks that we can beat that Washington football team. Ian Miles says 1. This is Dirt Cutter, and I'm ready to come back. Oh man. NYC young boy says, I can't believe that we lost on Eli Manning Day. Hey man. Hey, look, like I said, don't feel bad about this game, NYC young boy, because I think that we got very fortunate in this game, to be completely honest with you. It was one of those cases where, we took advantage of the chances that we had. And y'all basically just made some mistakes, especially when y'all got down in field goal range. Y'all made some mistakes, but yeah, I definitely I don't think that y'all should be ashamed of this game, man. Definitely. Michael Petty said a win is a win. And that's the truth. That's the truth, because whenever you look at the standings and whenever you look in the box score, it's not going to say ugly 1-2. It's not going to say that. It was an ugly win. It ain't gonna say ugly 1-2. Like, nah, it's gonna say 1-2. And that's what we are, bro. That's what we are. Jermaine Simmons said, don't bring Dirt Cutter back to ATL. Yeah, I think I'm trying to move forward. I ain't trying to move backwards, bro. Downside Georgia boy says, Isaiah Oliver, he playing lights out. And look, Isaiah Oliver, he got that turnover. Like, you got to give him his credit, man. He was there. He hunted the ball and he got the turnover. You definitely got to give him his credit. Last year, he was playing well in the slot. And, this year, like, there were sometimes he's late, coming out of breaks and things like that. But it's guarding somebody in the slot. That's one of the toughest things, not in football to do, but in sports to do, because they got the whole field to work with. So, like Isaiah Oliver, he's playing some good ball. Much love to him. Great job at getting that turnover. And then we messed around and just turned the ball right back over. Turned the ball right back over before halftime. Definitely. Nate says it takes these kind of weeks in a 17-game schedule. That is true. Like you do want to, you're going to get different kinds of wins, man. You're going to get different kinds of wins. Downside Georgia boy says the Rams got off on them. Man, I love seeing that. That was beautiful. That was beautiful. I like, man, well, look at Tom Brady over there sitting on the sideline, looking like he finna do something. He ain't finna do nothing. I said, he ain't finna do nothing. Just fly on back to Tampa Bay, Tom Brady. Oh man. Y'all are crazy, man. Y'all are crazy. Cinco Mo says, hold on, wait a minute. Wait, I don't know what this is. I'm pretty sure Cat Williams said it was funny, but I don't know who this is. I don't know what this is. My homeboy Tony Wright says defensive end Chase Young, Jonathan Allen, Deron Payne, Montez Sweat, all former first round picks. Yes, like their defensive line is legit now. Like, and this is what I was saying before. Like their defensive line is the truth. And this is going to be one of those games where you're not going to be able to, just try to run the ball into the teeth of that defense. I mean, you want to run it to keep them honest, but like the game next week is where we're really going to have to try to stretch this field. We're really going to have to try to stretch this field to see what we can get, because if we can't get the ball up and down the field next week, like, it's going to hurt us. It's going to hurt us. You got these speed rushers, run them screens. You run them screens to try to, just try to keep them from, coming full speed all the time. Run those screens. ATL Skate Man says, do you think Coach Smith should have that old school Bill Parcells mentality to coach? I don't think that really works as much anymore, especially with social media now, and as much as these players, all the rights that these players have, like back in the 80s and the 90s, like that definitely worked. But nowadays, like, we seen how it stopped working as much in Dallas, with T.O. and all those guys. Like, people heard about how much they didn't like Bill Parcells, and like that affected the team. So yeah, I mean, I think that he just has to find his balance. I think that he just needs to have to find his balance. Definitely. ATL Youngboy says Dante, man, he did. Hey, I mean, Dante fouled him, boy. He got 2 strip sacks the last 2 weeks. Like, and he almost got a couple more sacks too. He's looking like he's trying to show up and show out for y'all, man. I'm pleasantly surprised. Pleasantly surprised. Definitely. Okay, so you're gonna talk about that Arthur Smith game plan. Hey, man. Like I said, Arthur Smith, he's supposed to be this genius. Hopefully, he's going to be able to show us something. Hopefully, he's going to be able to show us something. I'm not trying to be toxic or anything like that, but I am going to tell y'all, if I see something and I feel something, I ain't finna pull any punches. Like I said before, and like I was saying, originally, whenever we started this, y'all pay the salaries. Like, y'all pay these coaches' salaries. Y'all pay these players' salaries. Y'all pay to keep lights on at the Benz. I pay to keep lights on at the Benz. I can say anything that I'm feeling about the way that this play calling and everything is going on. Oh, man. I'm assuming that's workflow, Dre. He says, how do I feel about the defense as a whole? I mean, so defense as a whole, I feel it's gotten a lot better, especially after last year. Defense plays a lot more aggressively. On the back end, I'm kind of worried about it. Eric Harris, he missed out on a few opportunities. TJ Green, they came out off the top. They attacked TJ Green for a deep shot downfield. We knew it was coming. I'm pretty sure he knew that it was coming. But he didn't get in the hole. He made sure that he stuck with it. And, he made some pretty good plays moving forward. And I mean, and that's what you want. For everybody out there that doesn't know, TJ Green, he was a safety. He hasn't started the game in the NFL for the last 2-3 years. And he started at cornerback. So, I mean, you got to give him his credit, man. Like, he played very well in AJ Terrell's absence today. Wait a minute, hold on. Nuka ATL says, when Ridley accepts mentally that he's a number one receiver, he'll play like one. I mean, I think Ridley knows he's the guy. But I see what you're saying whenever you say when he accepts it mentally. And I mean, I can't argue with that, Bo. Like he needs to legitimately see, like, okay, so I'm that dude. I need to make sure that, you know, that I perform. If there's an opportunity for me to get a first down, I need to get it. Because I can tell y'all something. Calvin really made a business decision today. He made a business decision today. And somebody said on Twitter, they're like, well, coach, they were swarming in on him. I like, that doesn't mean that you don't at least try to get the first down. Like you still try to get it. Like don't just give up on the play. Because there was a possibility that he could have gotten it. AJ Evans says this team was so backwards. Love the defense, but the Giants made too many mistakes. Falcons didn't get in the red zone much, but they capitalized and got touchdowns. Yes, they did. They did. Tony Wright says, but Low, why isn't our first 4th round pick cornerback Darren Hall not playing? Hasn't he learned Dean Pease system? I mean, apparently this Dean Pease system is like it's like arithmetic to learn, Bo, because Richie Grant ain't out there either. I mean, it's tough, man. It's tough. I mean, I don't know. I thought whenever AJ Terrell got hurt, I said, okay, so we probably gonna see Darren Hall, nephew of Aaron Hall, on the field, but we ain't seen him. We still ain't seen Hyde nor hair of him. Wait a minute, hold on. We got a $4.99 Superman chat, man. Padre says, Coach Low.
Okay.
Padre says, Coach Low. Arthur Smith is shooting himself in the foot, trying not to be what he was in Tennessee. Get a running back to go with Torrent Patterson. Would be smart. I don't know what to say to that. Oh, man. I do know what to say. Thank you so much for that super chat, man. And y'all know what I got to say because it's tradition now. And like I told y'all, make sure that y'all put it in the comments whenever we get them in. Put Superman chat in the comment. But dun-dun-dun, that's a Superman chat. Appreciate that so much, man. That really supports the channel. Thank you, fam. But, I mean, there's a lot of guys that we haven't seen. Gallman. You know, we haven't seen Gallman. You know, Darren Hall. We barely see Richie Grant. Like there's a lot of guys that maybe he's just one of those coaches that says, okay, we're going to bring our defense along slowly. You know, I mean, not our defense, but our young players along slowly on our offense and defense. Maybe the only reason you're seeing Kyle Pitts as much as you are seeing him is because he's Kyle Pitts. Because your second round guy, Richie Grant, we never see him. Darren Hall, you never see him. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that Cartier Superman chat. That's right. But you never, like all these guys, you never see. So I mean, it's just one of those situations, man. Ian Miles says, Coach Lowe, what do you think the Falcons is missing on both sides of the ball? On the offensive side of the ball, I believe if I had a choice right now, which route I would go in, I think I need another wide receiver. You know, Calvin Ridley, like I love Calvin Ridley, but I don't feel like I don't feel like he can get me the tough catches that I need in key situations. That was supposed to be Russell Gage's job. But Russell Gage, I know a lot of people are kind of falling off the hill on him. So I think I would need a wide receiver. I would need that guy that can make the catches short, intermediate, and deep. On the defensive side of the ball, I need somebody that can get after the quarterback. I need somebody. You know, I need somebody that can get after the quarterback, Bo. You know, so so on both sides, I definitely need some game changers. I definitely need some game changers. Definitely. Granddaughter said Avery Williams is playing. He's returning punts. That's about it. You know, he's returning punts. He's our punt return guy. Real Terrence R says, yeah, big body wide receiver. You know, I don't know who's missing Julio, but you know, a big body wide receiver. Padre says, seriously though, Coach, though, he would look a lot better with a physical feature running back, improve O-line play and receivers that can create more in the open. Yes, I definitely agree with you. I definitely agree with you, man. You know, it's one of those situations where we just need to diversify the offense because it's looking like Cordero Patterson is the offense. Like that's our offensive threat. He's our number one running back. He's our number one wide receiver. He's our kick returner. He plays quarterback sometimes. He's basically at the high school football games the best athlete on the field. That's him. That's contorted Patterson. Oh man. Workflow says the offense is Cordero Patterson, and these are the temptations. That's rough right there, boy. That's rough right there. Atomic Bull says our defense was really good, but the offense was all right. Yeah. I mean, and like I was saying earlier, it's like our defense was good, but we got let off the hook a couple of times. They made some mistakes that put them behind the 8 ball. David Willis says, I wish we could have brought in Deshaun Jackson. Deshaun Jackson killing Tampa Bay out there, wasn't he? Oh, man, Cartier says 14 more games. What we going to do, Bo? I mean, it's hard to tell, man. We've seen that. So far, we've seen the highs and we've seen the lows. I mean, this team can be good. But, it's all about what decisions are being made. Who's going to be playing? Cartier said Candlelight Patterson 2-5.
Oh, my God. Candlelight.
Oh, man. Y'all are crazy, man. Oh, David Willis says, I had to swipe Cordero Patterson up on my fantasy team. Yeah, hey, I ain't even knocking you. If he's Cordero Patterson and they the Temptations, I ain't even knocking you, Bo. Well, look, man, I definitely appreciate everybody for coming on and chilling out with us tonight, man. We got a W, so that is definitely a good thing. Look, before y'all leave, make sure y'all do a country boy favor. If you hadn't yet, make sure that you hit that like button. If you're happy that the Falcons got a win, make sure that you hit that like button. Also, if this is your first time chilling out with us, make sure that y'all hit that subscribe button. I definitely appreciate everybody for chilling out with us. I hope everybody has a safe and productive work week. We're 1-2, and we'll definitely be linking up with y'all later on this week, man. Y'all stay safe and don't do nothing that I would do. We ready.